Hello and good evening and happy Michael Jackson Day week. Like, technically it's over, but I know for a fact some of you guys are still, in places like Cali. Some of y'all might even be in Gary. I'm not sure if anybody traveled to New York. I have a lot of thoughts about New York right now. New York, where was you for Michael's birthday, y'all? Give me 1 second. Having trouble with power. But um I actually wanted to do this the day of Michael's birthday, but that my day was so freaking long. What's up, Serena? What's up, Kelly? Thank y'all both for being here last night. Hey, Kay. I was a hot mess. Well, actually, it wasn't like last night. I think it was Saturday. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be completely honest. I fell asleep, y'all. I fell asleep, y'all. Like I couldn't do it no more. You gotta listen to your body and say enough is enough. What's up? Happy Michael Jackson Day. I'm actually. Hey, what's up, Angel? What's up, Lizzie? Lizzie Rodriguez. Actually, my best friend in junior high school. Her last name was Rodriguez. What's up, Les? What's up, lady? So this is going to be a little long. I'm going to do my best to be as concise as possible, but I don't want to rush either. 60 slides, y'all. 60 slides. And this is the number one reason why it took me so long to get to this live. Quick question. Will you be attending This Is Thriller this year? Me, no. My family, when I was younger, wouldn't allow us to celebrate Halloween, like on Halloween. Um, so unfortunately, this event is on Halloween. Now, granted, I'm much older than a child, and my mom has allowed us to do whatever we wanted when we got older. It, eh, I've tried. I think because it's so embedded in my soul. Um, but yeah, I kind of wish they did it the week before. Like even with my church, we did have some form of I don't know. But the point is, yeah, I won't be there. But it is what it is. This year has been really challenging when it comes to the MJ events, to the point where I'm at peace with everything. Um, for those who have followed the Jackson journey for me this year, I spent almost $500 to go see Janet Jackson in Vegas. My flights got grounded, and then I lost all the money because it's just hard to get money back on stuff like that. Then the Jacksons canceled in August, and I came this close to pulling the trigger to go see the King of Popcorn, and a very serious a family matter happened, and I was just like, yeah, I'm just going to chill. I'm just going to chill, and I'll explain to you where I was for Michael Jackson's birthday. But even that went left. But I'm grateful to be alive and I have a house, I eat good food, and most important, I'm here with y'all. So I mean, these are not real problems. MJ season starts. What's up, Allison? On June 25th and ends on Halloween. Well, technically, MJ season starts a little bit earlier. It starts on Vindication Day. Season starts a little bit earlier. It starts with Vindication Day, and then you're right, October. But I don't celebrate Halloween either, but I can't miss these events as they're showing, Ghost. I hear you. I hear you. I know a lot of people are going to This Is Thriller. Just like I couldn't make it to King of Popcorn. I warned y'all. Y'all saw who showed up. I was like, no, 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 go. Trust. Hello, I'm new here. Longtime fan of the Jackson family. That's what's up. Safe space here. Happy labor. Yes. What's up, Dan? I missed you. Look, Dan, I got like a sneak peek to tell you, man. I'm not rocking with Peacemaker. I can't do it no more. But yeah, we'll definitely chat on Gadgetrish later on this week. I can't do it. Thank you so much. These are Vuglams. These are designed for the computer. So it's not so harsh on my eyes. And they're actually really good quality. You could prescription glasses in it. So that's really cool. Yes, I can't wait to get into that. Oh, the king of popcorn's everything. It is everything. It is everything. So yeah. Hey Trish, popping in to show more. Thank you. Thank y'all. Cause I'm like, I know I've been like all over the place with the lives, but um one, I'm kind of glad it got delayed because I got more content in this. And like I said, I was exhausted. I'm still exhausted. Almost canceled today. I was like, no. But I was like, push, 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 push. All right. But don't push too hard. You got to know when to say enough. All right. So we are going to get into the 60 slide presentation brought to you by everyone who would not everyone, but I put up as many posts that I was able to organically see, and some of the sisterhood had contribute to this. So congrats to the Jacksons as they actually had the audacity on top of Bean and Gary representing for their brothers, representing for their own legacy, come to Connecticut to put on the show. I was gonna go, but I was just like, nah, man, I'm just gonna press because I was just like, I can't do it anymore. For those who were brave enough to go from state to state for the Jacksons or country to country for the Jacksons, I know you're tired. I spoke to someone earlier, and of course, I was going to invite some of the people on the trip onto this one, but either they just got home or they're on their way home. They're exhausted, so we will have a special live with the people that actually attended these events very, very soon. We'll keep you posted on that. Reminder, if you wanted to see MJ the musical, I believe this is New York, but I don't know if it's for all of them. There is a flash sale, so take advantage just in case you want to see it, but the money's not quite there, but now you can afford it. Oh, okay. Well, in the world of the Jacksons, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little tough, but try to be creative and try to, like, I would say, start with things that you're passionate about, and your audience will tell you what they're looking for. um a hot topic though is still the biopic if you're looking for something that's considered a hot topic still, if we're talking about a Jackson related channel. um I would say that's a hot topic for sure. And the whole thing what happened in Gary, Indiana, a lot of people's videos went viral this weekend. Oh, Ron's amazing because I saw him in Gary as well. That's crazy. I've always wanted to do something like that for the Jacksons, and maybe one day I will. It's you are busy if you're covering the Jacksons. It's a little harder if you're covering a Jackson, but if it's the whole family, they're going to keep you very busy. I was shocked when Tito passed away. Yeah, yeah. It's it gets sad because you're just like, wait a minute, like we lost 3 already. This is crazy. Um, we have a not a new YouTuber, but new to me. You guys may know Miss Eric, but Eric has a Michael Jackson channel. I want you guys to follow and of course sub, interact, do all the things that help people's channels grow. And it's called the Michael Jackson Showcase. So I love what I saw so far. Um, I would definitely start for free, and I'm going to keep it real with you. If my money doesn't improve, I'm going to be in the freeze here. I'm paying a lot of money to have this service to the level that I have it, but we'll see. A lot could happen in 4 months. I think this renews in about 2 months, but I was like, if things don't change. Shout out to Terrell Jackson, another person I hope you guys are following. That's Tito's middle son. He gave in a very inspirational check-in with his fitness and lifestyle changes. And I said it the last live, September is actually just a nice, you know, opportunity to start all over or finish what you started. I know for me on my health journey, I'm never going to stop until I'm at a weight that's much healthier for me. I think Tarot has 50 more pounds to go. I have, I think, 40 pounds to go. I chose to take my time about it. I believe Tarot's doing the same thing, about 1 to 2 pounds a week. But honestly, if I lose a half a pound a week, I don't care, as long as I'm just losing weight. Um, so I'd rather just do it healthy and be good. 1 to 2 is considered healthy, by the way. But as long as it's coming down, I'm good. And Jackie Jackson had wrote something for his brother, honoring my brother today on his heavenly birthday. Your music, love, and spirit continues to inspire the world and live on in our hearts. We miss you always, Michael. Yes, we do. And his nephew, Taj, so grateful for all the love Michael Jackson is receiving around the world today. Thank you, Uncle Michael, for being you. And to be absolutely honest with you, I kind of wish I could have. One, I was working almost this entire time, but I wish I could have got more pictures from around the world. Everything I got was basically in like 2 or 3 areas. What's up, Kim? What's up, Leah? Um, I need to reach out to both of you ladies about possibly joining the live. I know Kim said yes, but we still gotta work out times and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Um, so our first destination is New York. Now, New York, come on now. What happened? Y'all had DJ Spinner. You had a skating tribute, MJ the Musical, and I only saw one person post Red NYC. Everybody else, I was like, what happened? Now, granted, a lot of New Yorkers were not here, but the ones that were here, did you do anything? I didn't even see posts like, I don't know. I mean, then again, I didn't get a chance to go to everyone's stuff, but I don't know. New York, if you did a New York City event and want to be a part of the birthday live, please hit me up on Instagram. Because I was like, New York, come on now. Y'all had events. And you have Renee's thing, but I digress. Well, the Renee's thing got posted, but let's go. So Red, thank God, was there and captured some of the magic. So let's cue up Red's video and I'll be right back. All right, due to copyright reasons, I cannot put the entire song that was placed on this track. However, you can head over to Red's Instagram to see it the way she edited it, created it. But it looks like a time was had in New York City. Honestly, I got a little FOMO because this was in my city and I kind of wish I made it. But nonetheless, enjoy this footage. All right, so now based on the footage, I didn't recognize one person. So I'm taking it's like people from Brooklyn showing Michael love, but I didn't see any familiar faces. And as you guys know, I'm not from Brooklyn. I'm from the Heights. It was too far, and I had to go to work the next day. So I did do something. It just wasn't anything that I announced. Hey, MJ fangirl, what's up? If you did an event, you could join the next one. If not, we could do something separate, Allison. As it's going to be the next live is going to be hectic. It's going to be several people, and I got to figure out how to navigate all these sections. But yeah, keep y'all posted. We still trying to iron some stuff out. Oh heck yeah! Thanks for coming in. I appreciate you as always. Let me see. So I went a Michael Jackson reference route. That wasn't quite the plan. I was supposed to have a 3-day celebration, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'll break down what happened and how it became this. But I ended up seeing Jaws, which is a Michael Jackson reference, if you are not familiar with this. So let's cue up my little Michael Jackson reference celebration watching Jaws. So this was not my original plan. I was supposed to do this on a Thursday, but life is life in. So I went to go see Jaws. Believe it or not, this is a Michael Jackson reference. I saw it in 4DX. And here's the picture with Michael with the Jaws t-shirt on. And I was like, you know what? If you can't do what you really want to do, make the best of it. With the magic of AI, here's some video created. And that's what I did for Michael's birthday. Yeah. Um, so the original breakdown for me. All right, so let's backtrack a little bit. What happened was somebody on my team got insanely sick. And so I lost my mini vacation coverage. So I was like, thank God I didn't book the Atlantic City ticket. It's really hard to get that money back unless you put insurance on it. So Thursday I was supposed to do Jaws at the Lincoln Center. Friday was supposed to be DJ Spinner, and Saturday was supposed to be Atlantic City with Renee. Once that person got sick, as you guys remember, I said now I went from having the time off to being on call. So then it went from bad to worse because then someone else got sick. So I was like, you can't make this stuff up, can you? And like I said, it's been a really weird year. Like anything I wanted to do with the Jacksons, it was like, no, you ain't going nowhere. The only thing I got to do was go to the Apollo June 25th. That was it. So I'm like, it's not that I didn't try. Like I said, I brought Janet's tickets, I brought the Jacksons tickets. It just was not going in my favor. So yeah, I'm doing the reference thing. And so because I didn't want to like go to Brooklyn and then have to rush back out, right? And so I was like, cool, let's just go to the movies instead. I mean, I already had the outfit. It was supposed to be Thursday's outfit. So then it's like, and it turned out to be really fun though. It turned out to be really fun. I got some really crazy popcorn. Well, actually I had this already, but here's one popcorn bucket. But the one that I got on Michael's birthday was this one. And it came with this really cool cup. I didn't understand the cup until I saw the movie. So I was like, oh, that was really clever. I love good marketing. Ugh. Like that is my freaking spirit animal. It's good marketing. And then I brought this cup way earlier in the summer because you guys know I go crazy about my movie merch. But truth be told, if I never went to the movies or got movie merch, I probably could have went to King of Popcorn. At least I would have had the money for the ticket. I don't know about the flight. But I was like, Dad, how much money did you spend on these daggone popcorn buckets? Which comes to I've learned from this whole situation. Like, be mindful of how you spend your money. I have no regrets, but I was like, Dad, minimum, I think I spent $300 in popcorn buckets. It's interesting. $300 to $400, whatever. Hey, what's good? Hey, lovely. So that was my Michael Jackson celebration in New York at the Regal Theater. They had 4DX. It was amazing. It wasn't like, you know how like I've done Revenge of the Sith and I've also done Captain America and something else. I think Fantastic Four, Superman. I did all those with 4DX. This was the calmest I ever gone. If you're one of those people that you're gonna like be like afraid that they're gonna fly you through the like the theater, because some of these movies are really aggressive with the 4DX. This is not the movie. Jaws, it makes you feel like when they're on the boat, it wobbles. Sometimes they put water in your face. Please bring a blanket though. I knew to bring a blanket because I had a skirt on, but it was really cold. Like when we were in the water, it was colder. And I was like, oh, hell no, you guys know I can't stand no air AC. So I have a little blanket. And it's actually, my blanket was a Michael Jackson reference thing too. It was turned backwards, but it was a sunflower. I think it's a towel that I take when I go to Cali. But I was like, it was cool. Cool crowd. Like, the people next to me were really cool. Everybody was cool. Everybody was freaking cool. I couldn't ask for a better birthday considering my plans fell through. But I tried to actually find the t-shirt that he wore back in the 70s. The closest I found was this yellow one. But that's a little fun fact. If you ever want to do a Michael Jackson reference, Jaws is something that you could put on your list. Well, if you would come to the MJ1, you would have been well. I usually do well with MJ1, um, because I do dress in layers. I don't know if you guys notice. I'm always in layers. They're very done on purpose. I'm very cold more than most, and I mean I can't even imagine if I was a skinny girl. But considering I got some meat on me, I'm usually cold, not freezing cold, but like the minute AC's running for like more than an hour, I've lost it. So, I've even had turtlenecks on this summer, and people just be looking at me like, "Are you kidding me right now?" And I'm like, "No, it's 70 degrees. I need a turtleneck." Oh man, it was really cool. I was being a punk because I get scared really easily. So I was like screaming and stuff. And there was a little kid like 2 seats over me. And so I asked the father, "Is your kid scared?" And the little kid's so cute. He goes over his dad. He goes, "What did you say?" And I said, "Are you scared?" He goes, "Nah, this is nothing." I was like, "Thanks for letting me know I'm a punk. Sit down, little kid." Right? Yeah. I'm like, this is why me and MJ fan go room together. I like a nice hot space, like not muggy, but just warm or cool, like or if the AC is on, like don't crank it up, please. I've only saw that one. Um, because I'm no longer doing Peacemaker on YouTube. I might maybe I will check them all out, but my whole channel's all messed up because of the whole Peacemaker thing. We'll talk about the whole Peacemaker thing later, but um, yeah, that was my New York experience. And in New Jersey, I want to give a shout out to Renee. Renee, honestly, I wanted to go, but I'm one of those people like when God puts as many obstacles as He has given me this year with everything, I'll just like be still. But Renee, this is actually Nicole's post. And then Renee put up pictures of some of the guests that were there for the birthday. Renee and her husband Ryan have put on um, an exhibit throughout the whole summer. The last day was yesterday. They did it 6 days a week. They've had some obstacles because of the weather. You guys had to help them with the GoFundMe. And of course, some of you guys actually went there in person. I have so much love and admiration for fans who go above and beyond. And so, Renee, even though I could not be there, I hope you appreciate me at least trying to get the word out. It just wasn't my season, and it's hopefully there'll be other opportunities to support you in those kind of ways. I wanted to go. Also, I hope she opens it again. Let's hope. Let's hope, because I'm like she put her heart and soul in it, and she had some obstacles too, and her husband pushed through it. I appreciate them. Netflix usually has some more. Yeah, it is on Netflix for sure. So this week, because I'm not doing Thunderbolts, we're going to be doing for those who might be interested in catching any of the watch parties this month. We're going to definitely kick it off with Thunderbolts, but with the ads here. I did Thunderbolts without the ads, but I want to see it with the ads. I love that movie so much. It's just one of those things about friendship and um the importance of being by good people and things like that. So make sure you guys are following Renee's exhibit account. These are some of the awesome people that were kind enough to drive or go down there. Atlantic City is not easy to get to. I know for me, it's a 3 hours going and 3 hours coming back. So it's it's a lot to be said about people who took the effort to get out there. And they had a special show that day, but I didn't see any posts about that either. So there was stuff on our side, I just don't know if it exists. Which brings me to another point. Can we talk about this, y'all? Can we talk about this? Now, of course, I need to take my own advice. I will be doing my mini vlog about what I did for Michael Jackson's birthday and sharing the reference between Jaws and Michael Jackson, because I just want the world to know that that's how I celebrated Michael Jackson Day. If you did something for Michael Jackson's day, you were probably busy, whatever, put it up. Let the world know that Michael Jackson's legacy exists. Michael was kind of viral, and his family was very viral because the people who put it up, they put it up. But it's really important, um, you know, to let the world know that even though he's been gone for what, 16, 17 years, his legacy still matters. So every birthday, I don't care if you're doing something in your house, Michael Jackson referencing on your own, or being with the fans. Even if you're doing something online, take a picture, be like, oh, I'm hanging out with, Toy from Invincible Jackson's for Alive, like whatever. Or I'm watching Ryan Pia from Michael Jackson Day. Let the world know that he matters. Like it's a thing. Again, I'm guilty though. I haven't posted. I mean, I did post something for his birthday though, but I also want to do my little mini vlog. Oh, that's cool. Atlantic City looks really good now. It looks really good now. It wasn't when I first went there, but it's come a long way. I hope and pray that it'll be my season to go to King of Popcorn, so I know how you feel. Yeah, sometimes you have to know when to throw in the towel. Like, I'm not gonna throw all my financial business out there, but it's not good. And so, like I tell you guys not to do things when things ain't right, I'm definitely gonna take my own advice. Like, are you nuts? Like, even on a budget, at least I was able to afford to pay for my ticket, go get the $32 bucket. My pretzel was free, so that was kind of cool because I had points. It's just, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, it's been 16 years already. So, oh my God, 5 a.m. Good morning, Sophie. Um, so where is it? Where did it go? So that's some of the people for Atlantic City. But now we are gonna head to California. California. Shout out to Austin Brown. I hope to attend a King of Popcorn in the future. I definitely hope. Remember how I had a theory that like this might have been the last one. When we get to the King of Popcorn, I'm gonna throw some stuff out there. Hopefully, this was not the last King of Popcorn. Cause I was like, no, I didn't get to go at all this year. Ah! So California didn't have a lot of representation either, because probably most of y'all went to Vegas. But MJ Fangirl, she did capture Forest Lawn. She's the only person I caught with this video footage. So let's check her out. Can y'all hear me? Hello, hello. All right. So unfortunately, I couldn't have. Unfortunately, hold on. Yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't have the sound on this one either because of the copyrights. But I just wanted to show that someone was there. People were there. Fun fact: MJJ Anonymous was the one who went and captured that. Oh, that's so funny. That's cool though. It's cool to have a team. I'm here for it. You know, like listen, I didn't go to Gary, but my sisters shared their footage so we could see some of what they captured. Sometimes you just gotta work with the team that you've been given. But shout out to MJJ Anonymous for doing that, and thank you MJ Fango for sharing that. I didn't make the last night. It was too hot. It was even hotter. Well, hopefully there'll be another one and the weather's not so bad and we all could make it. I think the problem is everything's going up at the same time. Like even like the company that I freelance with, they just told me all their products going up soon. Um, my food, some of my food is doubled in price. Like y'all gonna see me lose weight because I can't afford to stay fat. I'm not even being funny. Um, so where's the other slide? Here we go. So someone else also captured the star, the Hollywood star for Michael's birthday. So these are the kind of things like even if it's just you or something small, whatever, just post it. People might see it and get the word out. Vegas was a surprise hit. I was like, oh, I don't know what's going to happen. The majority of the fans and the family is going to be in freaking Gary, Indiana. And the next thing you know, y'all were like, nah, we here. So Jim was there. Actually, Jackie's wife and twins were in Vegas, at least on MJ's birthday. Um, Shout out to Mickey. She captured a dinner that the fans had together. Everybody looks really cute with the little chef's hat. And there's Kim with Prince. I'm not sure. Oh my God, I forgot his name. That's a tribute artist. Um, Nice fit, by the way, Kim. Look at the group picture. Considering the fans were split in half, look how many people made it anyway. That's amazing. Thanks out to Tono for sharing his pictures. And it looked like it was a good time. And it's crazy. I don't know if you guys remember though, live before this one, I said if I had money, I said I would be in Vegas for Michael's birthday, Gary for the 30th, and King of Popcorn for the 31st, and fly to Connecticut to see the Jacksons if I had money like that. So that means I would have bumped into the awesomeness of freaking Vegas. That's crazy good. Yeah, the turnout looked great, like really good. Oh wow, I can't read that question. But yeah, I see your question, Chef, but I can't put that on the screen. Because one, I don't know. And yeah, like just by default, like I don't know at all. I'm like 100% a fan, like everybody else. Um, um, what was the other thing? Where are we going? This is Marilyn from New York. The girl with the glasses, I'm blanking out, but we actually went on a trip together in Cali years ago. Just forgive me for blanking out. I meet so many people throughout the years, and I'm just blinking out right now. And actually, everyone in this picture I've come across, except for the lady with the blonde hair on the left. Or maybe I did, but I've seen the majority of these people's faces before. This part was so cool. It's too much to play, but I'm just going to play a snippet of Prince um being a special guest for the MJ1 birthday celebration in Vegas.
And seeing their relationship and the way that he talked to people. I mean, so much of it is inspirational to me, and that's why I do the charitable work that I do, is because you're right, he did feel like he had a duty. He would tell us, you know, he's been blessed, and by extension, we've been blessed, and we have an obligation or a duty to give back to the less fortunate. And, you know, the fleeting memories that I do have of that are core memories and foundational to my belief system.
So that was just a snippet of Prince on stage. But if you go to the Michael Jackson website, where is that? Oops, I left that out. It's there. And last but not least, the selfie of Prince with the fans. Can we just cry? Molly's freaking there. And I was just like, oh my God, I knew I should have went to Vegas. But we did have a live about their engagement, and I had a question: were they engaged or were they married? Well, Prince addressed that in that live, and Sophie confirmed they are engaged. So, congrats to the engaged couple. I'm sure I said that wrong, but that's cool. And it looks like you guys had an update, like a really good time. And so, actually, I do have it. So if you go to the Michael Jackson website, if you guys want me to do a watch party for this, let me know. I think my next free day is Friday. So, or otherwise, not just watch it on your own. But you're gonna learn some really cool things in general. So check that out when you. I saw some of it, but not all of it. I haven't had downtime yet. See, if you could, uh, do you think that there could be a possibility that they messed up Michael Jackson's biopic movie? I hope they don't. I hope they don't mess it up either. The fact that there was an oversight that caused them to reshoot, you know, it does bring concern, but um hopefully everything's going to be okay for everyone's sake. I'm very happy for Molly and Prince too. I would have loved to seen her. The last time I saw Molly, I think was This Is Thriller. And she gave me such a nice hug. We took a picture together. She's really sweet. So, oh, you got an engagement card made for Prince and Molly. I wrote inside, and it will be. Oh, that's so nice of you. That's kind. Sure, they'll appreciate that. So, Gary, Indiana. It's funny. Everybody's like, "Oh, you gonna go to Gary?" I knew I wasn't gonna go to Gary. Gary, you need a car, and my sisters surprisingly was able to get there at the last minute. And I could have went if I went with them, but initially I didn't even know they were going. I knew it is what it is. But it looks like you guys had a great time, and thanks to social media and just there was a lot of posts on Gary, Indiana. I will not be able to share them all. It was too many. It looks like a time was had. So of course a lot of people love to take a picture in front of that iconic 2300 Jackson Street house. That is where the Jacksons were. Most of them were born and raised until they moved to California. And like they said, the rest is history. Um, I just flew in from Gary this morning. The block party was amazing. I saw it was amazing. You know, the girls that went there will definitely talk more about their experience. Um, but it looked really, really cool. I think I've only gone to Gary I'm gonna have to say twice. But yeah, Gary was lit. Saw footage via YouTube. Kid Capri set everything. Set was everything. That's what's up. Um, Deneen Loves MJ provided some more insight to the Gary setup. Let's play her clip, and I'll be right back.
All the Jackson albums, like Jackson 5 albums. Today we're in Gary, Indiana, celebrating Michael Jackson's birthday in his hometown. And they got these beautiful pictures of him and his family back here. Amazing. I want to take that one home. Happy birthday, Michael. We love y'all. And this Michael. This is Michael with his family. This is Michael with his brothers. This is beautiful, you guys. And we got over here, we got the cake of pop. I'm in the way of somebody's basketball game. Ah! And then we got Michael Jackson's Thriller right here. We got Mike with the siblings. And we got Who's Bad. Y'all like my earrings? I got them bad earrings. Who's Bad? Day 2. Wait till day 2 tomorrow. Dwelling. His brothers were here too, and Chris Tucker, and yeah, y'all, it was late. Tomorrow, day 2, Gary, Indiana. Happy birthday, Michael Jackson. Love you.
Thanks, Deneen, for providing that information for us. When I saw her post, I was like, yo, this is so nice. I have so many videos and pictures. Lady, if you want to join us for that live, let us know. We can set some stuff up. I don't have a date for when everybody else is going to talk. I'm not even sure how this is going to work because I didn't go to anything, but I guess I'll just host it because I have the StreamYard plan that allows a lot of people on at one time. But I guess be a mediator. It's like what? Saw tons of Gary. I've never seen so much footage of Gary in my freaking life. And like I said, a lot of it went viral. So I'm so glad. Now I'm going to be keeping it real. There was some messiness going on with the fans with some of the stuff they were saying in general, without getting specifics. Be mindful that because we live in a world of technology, that someone's camera might be picking up some of your messiness. Just be mindful. I'm not even going to point out which video I'm talking about, but some of it was just like a little unkind in general. Like either y'all were cracking jokes on each other or cracking jokes with the family. At least one video, someone said something kind of like rude. So just be mindful. Mics and cameras are on at all time. Like, think of it, God is watching. Like, just chill out. Like, what the heck? Like, there was other things I wanted to show, but some of the fans were just some, not a lot, it was a small percentage, but still, cameras and mics are on. They're hot. Things are being picked up whether you realize it or not. Keep the commentary in your head, please, especially with all that kind of, everyone was taping literally, so you're not even aware of this. I had a wonderful time in Gary and met Jen and Tori. Oh, that's really cool, Butterfly. That's what's up. Yes, shout out to Kid Capri or DJ Kid Capri. Deneen she's a hoot. She's a hoot. I met Deneen from her doing events even here in New York. Even though I think she's from New York, she didn't stay in New York, and she travels from time to time. She's one of those day ones. Like, since I've been doing this whole Michael Jackson or Jackson family journey, Deneen has been there from day one. I watched Ron either Thursday or Friday, and Jackie and Marlon and Brandy was there. It was fun to watch. Tell her I'm not a conspiracy channel at all. At all. I might be a little bit more conspiracy like on Gadgetrish, but this channel, no. It's called I Love the Jackson Family. I ain't trying to be messy with the Jacksons. There's enough people doing that to them. I hope that I get a chance to go to Gary someday. I hope you do too. I hope you do too, but I understand why it's an obstacle. It is something better planned, and if you can go with at least a friend or two, that's why I don't go. Like I said, like the girls, they're really good at doing things at the last minute, but I couldn't do it so quickly. It's a lot of moving parts for me, but it's all good. I'm not upset. Actually, I'm happy that at least some of my friends got to go down there. The mayor wants to have a block party annually. That's really cool. I could see that happening. Such a good time. I signed up for the volunteer for the whole. I signed up to volunteer for the whole event. Oh, that's so cool. What's up, Jen Jen? I saw you in the Vegas/Cali streets. And thank you. I was like, this is not that kind of channel. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to physically make it back home to Gary. Wait, what? Unfortunately, I wasn't able to physically make it back home to Gary. However, I was able to watch live from start to finish. Ain't no party like a Gary indie party. That's right. Jen. So that's not, well, we have way more for Gary. Hold on. So these are just trinkets of the people in Gary. Gary was overwhelming with people. Wow. So it's a good thing that there was too much posting going on, and I hope that continues. But I just wanted to highlight some of the people that were there: Brandy, Marlon, Jackie, Chris Tucker, and then whatchamacallit, I got Sarah and SJ in there. So super cool. Here's Soleil, my sister. She went to Gary as well. And she's actually in this clip. I believe Rocky and Soli, and I think another sister's in this clip. Let's cue up this clip so we can see what I'm talking about.
Gary, Indiana celebrates one of its most famous families this weekend, the Jacksons.
Michael Jackson fans joining together to pay tribute to the late King of Pop and his family on his birthday. WGN's Andrea Medina was there.
The event has brought together fans of all ages and from around the globe. For many, this was more than just a birthday block party. This was a powerful tribute to Michael Jackson's roots, a celebration of where his story began, and a legacy that still inspires the world. The spirit of the King of Pop was everywhere as Gary, Indiana transformed into an MJ Wonderland in honor of what would have been Michael Jackson's 67th birthday. Saturday marked the final day of the two-day festivities.
Everyone has so much respect and love for Michael, and that's why we all try to come together and celebrate his life.
Fans poured into 2300 Jackson Street, the legendary childhood home, to pay respects to the man who changed music and entertainment. Many traveled from far and wide, including Germany and Switzerland, saying they wouldn't miss a celebration for anything.
I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan since 1995 when I was a child. I listened to Michael Jackson every day.
His music, his dance, his inspiration about clothes.
His humanitarian efforts. Yeah, everything. He's magic. He was a pure soul. Yeah.
Yes. Right behind Michael's home, Roosevelt High School, where he once walked the halls, hosted a lively block party. The air was filled with music, dancing, and special guest performances celebrating the legend. Those who admire MJ, dressed in their best sparkly outfits and penny loafers, proudly showed off their best moonwalk moves, keeping his extraordinary legacy alive for generations to come.
Michael Jackson is definitely iconic from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and he's still relevant now, although he is gone.
While the spotlight has been on celebrating Michael Jackson, today there was also a heartfelt tribute to the entire Jackson family and a special recognition for his brother Tito Jackson, who passed away last year. Reporting in Gary, Andrea Medina, WGN News.
Let me see. I'm missing a couple of messages. Okay. For Kim and Jen in Vegas, the Mayor declared Tito Day on the 15th, and it might be going back to Gary for that. That's actually cool. I actually have a slide about that. Let me see. Here's Gary. So I found out through Soli's story, and then later on from the Jackson source. Make sure you guys are following the Jackson source. That's where I get some of my information for the Jacksons. They really have the pulse of the Jackson family stuff. Chris was really funny, and unfortunately, he had a family tragedy. We were just talking about last week, the last post, like one of the key things that even I'm experiencing is there's always going to be something, and it's how you push through things. It's not saying you're not going to acknowledge it or you're not going to grieve in private. It's just saying, like, if you're in a vibration of taking your life to the next level, like we keep on saying, some of you guys want to start businesses or be artists or be social media people or, whatever. It takes a level of discipline that not even I was prepared for. I thought I would be ready because I went to college, and college takes a lot of discipline too. But I think when you're trying to live your dream, you don't know when it's over. At least you know when school's over. If you go to college, you're going to be there 2 to 6 years, depending how long it takes you to get out. When you start in like a journey where you're trying to like live your dream, you don't know when God's going to green like that. It could be 1 year, it could be 20 years. You don't know how the journey is going to play out. And a lot of people don't have the tenacity to keep pushing through that. So with that being said, the Chris Tuckers, the Jacksons, those kind of people have a different level of resiliency where they were like, even though I'm going through something very personal, I'm still going to show up because, people, in their case, people actually pay for them to show up. But when people are not paying for you because they don't know who you are yet, you got to show up for yourself. Even if you're going through something, just like I said, like nothing has been going my way because something's going on with my family. All right, cool. Let's improvise. Let's do a Michael Jackson reference thing. And if I couldn't do that, I'd have done something with the family. I know one birthday, there was a hurricane. So me and my aunt, cousins, we all did a Michael Jackson birthday celebration at my aunt's house. None of them knew none of the references, but they still was up for it. The kids watched Moonwalker for the first time. We had a good time. So it's just like, you just got to learn how to improvise in life and push through stuff. Okay, you saw Tori in the clip. That's what's up. There was a lot of people in the clip. Like, I was like, wait a minute. Those are the couple of people in here. Both Denise Williams and the Jacksons have been pushing for this for years. New admins in the office seems to be on the same page. That's what's up. I love that the world is getting to see the fun-loving historical side of my hometown. That's exactly. Yes, that was the clip. We have the Jackson spirit no matter what town. That's very true. I was a little upset they didn't like highlight Keith Jackson's name. I was like, you interviewed a Jackson, but didn't highlight his name. My friends from Germany, the Germany girls. Keith Jackson is a sweetheart. He and his band killed it. I heard. I did not have that queued up, but I heard about the Keith Jackson band. Y'all were loving them. It's possible. I heard a lot of tracks are going to be in the biopic. Once they start talking about the biopic more, we will definitely have more lives about it. But they've been so quiet. It's like, there was a little boy named Carter who did the MJ dance. He was from Nebraska. He danced. Yeah, I heard about the dancers. I heard it was a really, 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 really good show for Gary. Like, the mayor hinted that Chris Tucker showed up on his dime, but not the cities didn't offer, but his love for the Jacksons. That's what's up. Chris Tucker really seems to be a good friend of the Jacksons. I've met Chris Tucker. He's super kind. And I remember, that's one of the best parties I've ever went to in my life. We're dancing, and the next thing you know, I turn around, Chris Tucker's on the dance floor, and I'm like, so it's funny. When we were all dancing until Chris got onto the floor. So then Chris was like, no, everybody dance, da, da, da. But I think we were shocked that a celebrity was dancing on the dance floor because even New Yorkers, even though New Yorkers are a little bit more laid back compared to, let's say, like Cali celebrities, New Yorkers celebrities don't really dance with fans ever. So you have to be like in VIP rooms, this, that, and the third. So when I saw Chris Tucker on the dance floor with us, I said, what? It was Chris Tucker and Austin Brown. They were on the dance floor with us normies. I said, I'm here for this. So do you think that it's past? I don't think so. You're talking about the twin who passed away? I honestly don't. I don't know. I don't think so. Keith is the man. Unfortunately, so I'm on Facebook, but I'm not on Facebook. So I use Facebook to fuel my pages, but I'll be honest, I'm rarely on Facebook on any level at all, not even on my pages anymore. The level of social media that I put out is very heavy now. So it's just like I rarely put on Facebook because I just don't. I don't know. I just don't. I heard about the footage though. I heard about Ron's stuff. I even saw Ron in one of the clips. I was like, oh, look at somebody got Ron. Actually, I think this is the clip where I think Ron's in. I hope I did this right. All right, let's check this out. This one's 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Give it up for Marlon Jackson, Jackie Jackson, and Chris Jackson. Chris Tucker. I know y'all came from all over the world. We love you. I love you. Give it up for Michael Jackson. It's his birthday today. MJ, we love you. We love you, Michael. I love you more, Chris.
Listen, folks, it is truly a blessing and an honor to be here today. To be able to invite the world to come see Gary, Indiana, right off 2300 Jackson Street. Always. No. 2300 Jackson Street. Always. That's what's up. I knew we were going to have a party, If we're gonna have a celebration, I had to bring somebody else who's extremely close to Michael. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a Gary welcome for Chris Tucker!
Thank you, sir. Give it up for the mayor. Hey, coolest mayor in the land. My everything. That's my song right there for my talk. What's up, Gary? Gary's the best. Gary's the best.
For the moment you all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Marlon Jackson and Jackie Jackson. The Jacksons.
Hello, everybody. As you know, this is home for us. You know that, don't you? And everywhere we go around the world, we talk about Gary, Indiana. Everybody know what this is. And this is a special day because today is my brother's birthday, MJ. We're going to honor him today and celebrate him today. Where did Marlon go? What's up, Gary? Hey, let me tell you guys something. We thank you guys for supporting us throughout the years. Without you, we wouldn't be where we are today. We love you guys for that. We sure do. That's right. And we got Denise Williams here. Where is she? All right.
So that clip is a little bit longer. So if you want to see the entire clip, head over to that YouTuber's page. I love how he had the mayor's vocals on top of B-roll of the fans and intercutting with things going on throughout the day. It was very, very effective. Because I'm like, you know, some people had posts, and because of the microphones or people not being aware of people recording, I'm not going to be highlighting any of those things. But some people had some really cool YouTubes, like pretty much showing a nice chunk of the day. But like I said, some of it was messy, and I was not going to edit that out. I was like, come on, y'all. Like, ugh, no comment. So my sisters were kind enough to share some of their experience. The Jackson sisterhood has been going to Gary. They used to go I think almost every year. I would have to ask Rocky and them, was it every year or every other year? But they used to go down there all the time. They met Joe Jackson and some other people back in the days. Gary at before Vegas MJ1 was a thing, Gary was the place for Michael's birthday, or New York, because we used to have these Spike Lee big parties back then. I'm not sure what Cali did for MJ's birthday, but I'm sure there's some Cali people that can answer like how things used to be like, let's say 10 years ago. But I do remember Gary being a big deal because the sisters used to always go down there. So these are the three that made it. Unfortunately, one of their flights, there was supposed to be four, but one of their flights got messed up. These pictures were provided by Malika, and just so cool, man. I'm glad that people got to get pictures. So when we went to Gary, when we met Paris, BG, and Prince, and TJ was there. Actually, there's a couple people. It was Keith and it's also Latoya. It was really hard to get pictures. Now, the only reason why we got a picture is because one of the girls did a tribute art piece to Michael's children, and they wanted to buy the picture. And she said, no, I would like to give them a picture if I could just meet them. And so, of course, we're right next to her. Wendy was the one who actually took a picture with me and TJ. So I got the picture because Wendy was the artist. But a lot of fans didn't get pictures because it was really crazy the year we went. I didn't get a picture with Latoya. I did get a picture with TJ though. And I got a picture with Keith. But it was different back then. in this setup, I noticed there's a fence. When Michael's kids came out, they were literally outside that fence. They were walking around. It kind of went left quick. One day I might show the footage uncut. It's a mess. Because the fans got excited and they were doing this weird hovering thing. And I'm like, especially BG, he's like really short back then. Paris was tall, but still she was young. You could see like she was like a kid. And then of course Prince was there. They were young back then. They were like teenagers or a kid. And the fans were just getting too excited. And I'm like, child, thank God I'm a big girl because they could have crushed me. It was like, what are we doing? So these are more pictures with Malika. We always bring our MJ blankets. We always bring our MJ blankets. So you know these girls, they always come. They extra in a good way. And then here's more pictures of the sisters. That mural looks amazing. Amazing. I'm glad they did it over. I never got to see the original one, but I'm glad they put another one up. Yeah, he does. He does. I don't know if he still takes care of the house, but when we went down there, he was like taking care of the house. Now, these pictures were provided by Shelly Block. This is stunning. This is a fan that was like, I'm going to take my fandom to the next level. I don't know if he's the artist or he commissioned that, but that is stunning. And this video right here was provided by Rocky from Rocky's World. Let's play a clip real quick.
Thank you, Mayor. We're right behind him.
Legendary.
Well, thank you. I want to thank our host. I knew when you heard that name was here.
So that was provided by Rocky. There's so much amazing footage on YouTube. Please check it out when you get a chance. You could literally watch a good week of YouTube just finding all the Michael Jackson birthday events. It was a time was had. I do too. And it really seems sincere. Like there was this one time we got to see them, and when we get there, they were like thanking us for like the YouTubes and the things that we done for, and I'm just like, what? It was so unexpected. It really was. It was just like, wait. It was so cool, man. They're very humble, down to earth people. And it's like, they acknowledge that they have what they have because of the support that has been given for like what 5 decades now, right? Am I right on that? Yeah, it has to be about 5 decades. That's a lot of commitment. A lot of commitment. And I've met them so many times. And most of the times they don't recognize me at all. It's just like out the gate, they're just nice people. So it's not like like some will recognize me, but usually not the brothers. It might be I know Latoya recognized me once, but she didn't say my name. She goes, "Oh, you look familiar." Like it'll be something like that. And I'm like, just because I mean they meet thousands and thousands of people, maybe millions at this point. It's like there's no way they can remember all of us, but it's just they're just kind and they really seem to have appreciation for the fans who keep showing up for them. And I think that's why I keep showing up. Because I was like, they don't have to say thank you. They don't have to be nice, but they are. The mural is in the part of Gary I grew up close to the beach, Lake Michigan, and my high school. That's really cool. I hope to see it. My family's actually from Chicago, well, at least some of them. So I said maybe if I go to Chicago and then maybe as a family go down there and check it out ourselves, because I have some Jackson family fans in my family, so that'd be really cool. It really like they have fun. 6 decades. Nope, 7. Thanks for the correction. 7 decades? No, that's impossible because Jackie's 70 something. Probably more like 6 decades or 6.5. Yes, they do have a lot of love. They really do. And so when you guys get a moment, Rocky did a beautiful AI tribute to Michael Jackson and the family. It was really, really cool. Make sure you check out her channel, sub, and a lot of you guys really love her AI videos, so definitely check that out. And so last but not least, we have the king of popcorn. I ain't gonna lie, this one hurt because I've gone every year. This is the first year I couldn't make it. I saw the pictures. I was like, to be there. So there's Ginny. I love that pose. Hector Bajo from Patty's came through. That's what's up. We also have MJ Fangirl with John Jaya, Rocky from Rocky's World, SJ, and Connor. This awesome girl doing this. She ate that toe stand. And of course, Soli. That really was amazing. I was just like, how did she got time to do AI stuff and travel to the level she was traveling? Some other fans that were highlighted on the King Hill Los Angeles story. So I just grabbed their pictures real quick before this live. I apologize for anyone that I couldn't put in. This was a lot of work in real life. And I was like, I didn't want to push it down another day because I have other things I need to work on for my other channels. Okay, got you. I counted on my hands from the 60s. Oh, okay. I got you. You're right. 7 decades, but it wasn't 60 years. You're absolutely right. You're right. Yeah, that's a long time to be doing something and doing it well. Doing it well. Now, low key, I don't know if anyone was able to get me a pillow, but I have a special project called the Popcorn Project. It is literally inspired by all the merch that I got from the Hill Los Angeles King of Popcorns. I was like, I hope someone got a pillow for me. Literally my whole, like a nice chunk of the house will be changed just because of this event. I wanted to highlight the posters and all this other stuff. Oops, you are so lucky. I really hope to meet TJ. Oh man, TJ's a sweetheart. Such a sweetheart. No worries. We're almost through. I told you I was gonna push you this. I have a very busy day. It's I have a lot of from my actual 9 to 5 to do because I was gonna do office work on the premises today just so I can get that time and a half. I spent literally a good 4 or 5 hours going through all the pictures and videos on this today. So I was like, oh no, we are not doing a long live. Fans, wait. Let me see. Fans are the only ones who love the Jacksons unconditionally. It was all about love, no money. That's why the Jacksons, particularly Michael, respect and love the fans so much. Absolutely. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Like if I felt like if I couldn't like be at anything or cover anything, the least I could do is highlight the people that made it. For you guys to be traveling with the economy as cuckoo as it is right now, I actually look up to you. I was like, thank God, because I was like, everybody was. A lot of regulars were not able to travel this year, and I get it. It's been a tough year. No, we just saw Taro on his own website, YouTube, and that was it. Actually, I didn't see any of the any of the 3 team members. I mean, Taj tweeted. I didn't, but then again, I really wasn't online like that. So let me take it off the record. Here's some more highlights, and look at everybody with their pillows. Did anybody save me a pillow? Did anybody? Christmas is coming. So here's our last clip. This is really, really cool. This was done by hold on. So much drama with the MJ the musical. So it's not going to be the whole clip because it was copyright issues as always. So I'm just going to play the birthday wishes for Michael.
Happy birthday, Michael, from the West End! Happy birthday, Michael, from Broadway!
From MJ Hamburg, happy birthday, Michael Jackson!
From the Australian Company of MJ,
Happy birthday, Michael! Happy birthday, Michael, from the first national tour!
So that was my last clip. There was probably so many more things going on in the world, but that's all that came on my timeline. And I told you I wasn't chasing stuff this time. Whatever organically came on my timeline was what I highlighted. But I want to personally thank everybody that posted in memory of Michael's birthday. That's one legacy that I never want to be forgotten, or any of the Jacksons for that matter. When I first did this whole Michael Jackson thing, I didn't think that we would be doing this so many years later. And then I started meeting the Jennies, the Vernays, the MJ fangirls, Shelly. There's people that were doing these things even before Michael died. And so, it was great that even though that we lost an amazing artist, an amazing human being, that at least something good came out of it in terms of nobody forgot his legacy. So, I always, it is important to post, even if it's something small, like for example, even if I can't participate in anything, I'll try to post something to say, hey, this is going on today. Like, Michael Jackson Day, aka his birthday. Let the people know, like, it matters. And then this is how things get around. Clearly the whole Gary thing got around. It looked like a lot of fans were there. And the people who did the Vegas, people who did the Forest Lawn and the Star, and I'm sure people went to Neverland. And even though I didn't see any New Yorkers, I'm sure some of y'all did stuff. It all matters. It all matters, because if you guys don't support these things go away. And if you couldn't make it, I get it. I couldn't even do Brooklyn. I think the Uber was $80. I said, not on my time. And then again, and I had to go to work. So it was like, I'm not going to exhaust myself. And fun fact, I actually fell asleep in the theater when I saw Jaws. So there will be a Jaws watch party on Gadgetrish on Sunday. So if you want to watch Jaws with me, I don't have a time yet, but there will be a Jaws watch party for this week. So if you're like, oh, this is a movie I can stand by, because a lot of you guys, some of you guys have come over on Gadgetrish, but you will only watch what you resonate with, which is exactly what I want you to do. I mean, just you don't have to come if it's not your thing, but but I thought that would be a cool Michael Jackson reference thing to do on my main channel. But Jaws doing well. I think Jaws was the second, like in terms of the top movies this weekend, Jaws was number 2. So that was a flex, because that movie's 50 years old and people came out to see it. They had it like in IMAX, they had it in 4DX. If you have the extra money, see it in 4DX. And if you belong to the free Regal membership, if you see it tomorrow, it's going to be $20 instead of $33. So if you're like, oh, I always wanted to see 4DX, but it's expensive, then just watch it on Tuesdays. But this is the last week for Jaws in the theaters, just in case you want to see it, with the enhancements. See, Steven Spielberg did a special speech in the beginning, and Steven and Michael were really cool with each other. So I believe Steven Spielberg worked with Michael on E.T., right? Right? Am I wrong on this one? MJJ, Michael Jackson, Steven, there we go, Spielberg. They had a close personal relationship. Yeah, E.T., I was right. I was like, what is the connection with Spielberg and Michael? Yes. Meanwhile, y'all been said yes. Pay me no mind. This is exhaustion at its finest. What was the other thing I'm trying to remember? It was definitely related to this. Next live is pending. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get as many people as I can to join. Even if you can't stay long, if you want to share, actually you can't stay long. It's gonna be too many people going on. But if you want to talk about your experience in Gary or New York or Vegas or wherever, King of Popcorn, let us know. We're gonna kind of put everything together. I'm actually hoping they do King of Popcorn again. Remember, I couldn't figure out if this was the last one, period, or just the last one of the year. I'm hoping they do King of Popcorn next year, but maybe at least one. Like, because a lot of us just couldn't make it this year, but I heard it was a really good turnout and it looked like it was a lot of fun. It's just I need time to adapt to everything that's going on. But I'm sure I'll be better next year, Lord willing. And hopefully you guys will be better this year. But I want to throw out there, like, please, like, don't be the kind of person that says, "Oh, I want to change," and you don't change anything. There was a video I put on my vegan channel, and it says, what you don't change is like basically what you're choosing. So like if you don't make any changes, then you're choosing to stay in the life that you want to stay in. And so am I tired? Yeah, sure. But at least I can say by me pushing myself and getting things done, I'm actually happy that I say, you know what? I'm gonna try. Actually, I'm going to do the best that I can, and that's all I could ask. And at least I'm having fun. And I hope that on your journey that you have fun. It's going to be a lot of work. Like, don't think you're going to start something and then you're going to just go like be successful overnight. Didn't happen for Michael Jackson. Look at Michael Jackson's journey. Look, and he started. Oh my God, watch American Dream. That is such an inspiring story. They started from the bottom, and it took probably I would say over a decade, from almost a decade and a half for Michael Jackson to become Michael Jackson. And the level of discipline, the things that he had to sacrifice to get there, a lot of you guys are not willing to go there. What are you willing to do? Like, I know for me, my next step is to stop going to anything, movies, nothing, just so I can let my money rest, focus on what I need to get done. And then, like there's people like Gary V, like sometimes he'll tell you, you have to like eat beans and rice for like 2-3 years. Are you guys really like you? If you really want to get your money up and change your life, what are you willing to do it without harming yourself or others? I have to emphasize that because some people be doing some weird stuff and it's not that deep. Like without harming yourself or others, what are you willing to make your financial dreams come true or your dreams come true? Like you really gotta freaking put in the work, y'all. Like I would say I've been focused for about a year now. And all I've learned from this year is, dang, this is harder than I thought, like a lot harder. But, what do I got to lose? Either I freaking stay in retail that I don't want to be in anymore, or I could take the chance and put myself out there and see what doors open. And you never know. Let God take care of the rest. Did Tori tell you I didn't go to Gary? Was literally 17 minutes away. I was doing a story time on IG about it because I was no, what happened? No. Dang, girl. I know you were pissed. Oh my gosh. I hope everything's okay now. what the? I was wondering why you didn't say anything. I was like, wasn't Leah down there? Oh man. Oh man, girl, what happened? It's always going to be setbacks, though. That's the only thing I've learned from this year. There's always going to be setbacks. So the question is, how are you going to push through that? Always. Like even now, like I went to do something for the family, and some bug decided to just chomp my arm. So I've been scratching the whole day. And I'm just like, yeah, all right, we're gonna keep getting this video done, scratching and getting these things done. Right? I was like, what happened, Leah? Oh man. that sucks when you want to do something like this and there's like a setback like that. Like I can't even imagine what you're going through right now. I'm hoping you get another opportunity. Well, first I hope you're okay, and I hope you get another opportunity to go to Gary. Dang man. And it is not cheap to travel right now, so I know you are not happy. No, I've missed a lot of your stories, unfortunately. So my Michael Jackson, I'm not gonna lie, it was like entry level really bad. Someone called out, and that initially was supposed to be my day off, and so I went in, and it was super freaking busy, bro. So I almost had to even cancel the whole Jaws thing because I was like, well, I'm not gonna do a 10 something show. If I did a 10 something show, I was just better off going to freaking Brooklyn. The whole point was to be home at a decent time. So I can, get to work. Da, 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 da. And that was another reason why I canceled the live too. I said, well, I didn't want to like do the live and it's just making me super tired. So long story short, I was just like, okay, I might have to just get a refund on my ticket because I can't. And thank God all the clients were gone before the time I had to go to the movie theater. But I'm not gonna lie, I was low key like angry on Michael Jackson's day. I was like, oh my God, all my friends are in Gary and Vegas and this, that, and the third. I don't think I've ever worked Michael Jackson's birthday ever. And here I am working Michael Jackson's birthday. I was pissed. And then like, when I went to church on Sunday, I was talking to one of the sisters in there, and she was like, be grateful you have a job. A lot of people don't have jobs right now. And it kind of like pulled things back in perspectives. And she's right. A lot of people are not doing well. Yeah, I did. It was in the very beginning. Hold on, let me see if I could find that real quick. There we go. Hold on. Let me get this off. I can't make this up. I took videos. I literally ran out crying and scared and took the next flight. Oh my gosh. Was somebody trying to hurt you? I might have to hit you up privately. This is not cool. I'm okay now, but I was very shooken up. Oh man. Long story short, my sister turned on me in Chicago. I still tried to stick it out and went to the hotel. Oh no. No. Damn, Leela. Let's be grateful though that I'm sorry that one, you went through this and you lost a lot of money and you had a problem with a family member. But can we please just thank God that they didn't get you? There are so many people missing right now because of what is going on with the trafficking. Oh my gosh. Low key, that's one of the reasons why I'm afraid to check in hotels. I can't get into detail, but something happened to me this week that I really can't get into. But it was bad. Like I was scared. Like something Bad. And that was another reason why I didn't want to like be out so late anymore. It's just we're in a weird energy right now. And it's crazy. The night that something happened to me this week, I had a short skirt on and I didn't think nothing of it. You know, I'm an older woman, so like men don't hit on me as much as they did when I was younger. So I'm thinking like you should be okay. That's I'm just gonna leave it there. It was just it's been a weird week. So I got shooken up and I was just like, oh hell no. Cause I'm especially like with the Brooklyn party, I was like, all my friends are literally not here. I'm not doing this by myself. Like it's crazy. But dang, you're very lucky. You're a very beautiful girl. And I know like, um, wow, that's crazy. I'm so glad that you're good though. I'm sure you're gonna be mentally you're gonna have some things to work out, but I'm glad you are here and you got away. That is crazy. Heck yeah. What a week. What a week. But we got through it. Well, barely, but I want you guys to be safe. We are in a different energy. A lot of weird things are going on. Um, that's why I was like, dang, bro. Cause I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do Brooklyn. Then I realized like literally no one is like gonna be on the train with me, da da da. Even if you do an Uber, I had a situation where my Uber driver was doing the most, like literally doing the most. And then he tried to buy me food. Of course, I said no. God forbid he put something in the food. Then when he dropped me off home, he was trying to follow me. And I'm like, what are you doing? So what happened was when the person dropped me off, I went to run errands and then he gets out of his car. He goes, oh, did I drop you off at the wrong place? And my first thought is, why are you still like around my block? Like, what are we doing? Then they tried to take me to where I was trying to go. And I'm like, no, because once you go back in their car, Uber's going to think that you got dropped off at your destination. So don't ever get back. Don't ever get in the Uber once your fare is over because they're going to register that you went home. So I'm not really fond of Ubers anymore either. And I'm like, again, being an older woman, I'm thinking like, yeah, I'm good, right? Auntie in the building. No, it's not safe for women and children, and sometimes not even men. May our God protect us all. Amen, amen, and amen. Heck yeah. Um, it's funny. Now the two things have happened. I get you, but I just like compared, I have younger friends. Like compared to my younger friends, I get a lot more attention from males. So like at this point in my life, I'm kind of used to like being in the background. But when you are dressed, the Uber I was dressed normal, but what happened this week I wasn't. I'm learning the hard way that women of all ages, of all sizes, of all levels of beauty need to protect themselves at all costs. You just don't know what's in the mind of a predator because you're just like, are you kidding me? I'm not a fan of Uber at all. And I never want to be alone in an Uber. I'm not a fan of Ubers either. I'm really not. Never have. It was like, that situation just made it way worse. I was very pleased to hear the mayor of Gary say the new hotels will be coming to the city with the new convention center. Now, when that comes, I might be back because they don't have a lot of hotels there, and what is there, it's meh, and it's kind of pricey. That's good to know, and that's a great tip. Thanks, Jen. I had no idea. My Lyft driver My Lyft drivers were all emotionally unstable. Lyft, I ain't gonna lie, it's a hot mess. Like the guy that dropped me off said he didn't want to live anymore. That's crazy. And I was so afraid. I am so done. I always have weird experiences with Lyft. It's like a mess. It's been years since I used Uber because of an incident. Ain't that something? Um, it's like the trip that wasn't meant to be. That's crazy. We went to, yeah. My situation again, I don't want too many details because I just, God forbid, this person stumbled on this video, but it was something I just wasn't expecting. So I was like, what the? But listen, y'all, I didn't realize I could run as fast as I could run until this week. I was like, because I have that disability now, but I've been going to the gym to strengthen up. Shout out to the gym. I learned I could run. So I was like, I said, holy, because I was about to get caught my arm. It was just crazy this week. I was like, Arte. Mm-mm. But it's crazy. Remember I was saying like there was a lot of obstacles for me and like no matter what I was trying to do for the Jacksons, it just wasn't happening. I don't know why God closed that door on you the way that he did, but he did, sis. Hopefully it'll open up in a much better and safer way. And I'm sure that a lot of us can learn from what happened to you and to be more aware. We always tell you guys, be careful on these trips. We say it because we do have stories that some of these trips don't go well, whether cars are being broken in, um, people trying to take people away. There's things that happen on all trips, so you just got to be careful in general, and just sharing your experiences can help someone else in the future for sure. Right? The level of children that have come up missing in the last couple of years has been alarming and like never to be seen again. And it makes you wonder, where are these daggone children? I felt like Michael Jackson was trying to expose something that he was aware of. I really feel like Michael lyrically has been telling us a lot of stuff. And I think that may have led to some of the issues that he had in terms of being targeted. I'll leave that there. I was like, wow, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You got to do what makes you feel safe at the end of the day. Yeah, you said it. You were staying home. Yeah. I'm one of those people, if there's too many obstacles, and I had the most obstacles I've ever had in my life, I just stay still. Sometimes I might try to like problem solve, but there's certain signs. A lot of you guys are like church kids and you grew up on the Bible and stuff, so you know what I'm talking about. When you see certain signs, you just know, don't like you knew to go home, Leah. You could have easily said, "Oh, I'm okay now. Let me go to Gary." You said, "No, I'm done. I'm going home. Like we're done," and that was the right choice. Oops, that was very messed up. What happened? There's a lot of interstate traffic through that area of Chicago, so there was a lot of truckers. That's crazy. Yeah, you have to really be aware. You know, it gets crazy, especially for women and children. Like, it's really, really something. So I think that's it for now. I'm so proud of me. I'm way under 2 hours. Want to get a nice little shower. I'm going to pray for everybody that is just going through anything. Just pray for my MJ family. Just make sure that God keeps you guys protected. Keep food on your plate, roofs over your head. Nobody tries to harm you. Like I said, it's been a weird year. So, well, I'll address this. And so the thing with churches, I wouldn't say churches. I would say anything that has people involved. you just got to be mindful. There is always a wolf in sheep's clothing. I don't care if it's in the educational system, politics, churches, you name it. But don't ever let those evil people keep you from having a personal relationship with God. Um, it sucks that churches are such a big focus of corruption, but I'm one of those people. If I peep any type of behavior that I don't consider like church like, I have a way of dealing with it. I have a way of dealing with it. I'm one of those people like, I got you. Got you. And not got you like I want to tell you about yourself. You walk away, from that person. I know like there was an incident where there was a guy making a lot of ladies, myself included, feeling very uncomfortable. And at the time my boyfriend was alive. And he saw me with my boyfriend, and the person was still being inappropriate. So I had to talk to the deacons, and it was a big mess in real life. But it was just like, no, you call that stuff out. You let people know you're not being appropriate. But unfortunately, when people corrupt churches, they also win in a way because it keeps people from finding God and building a relationship with God. I honestly been through a lot, even in a church setting, and I still know God is real because I'm talking to you right now. I literally almost died 2 years ago. So I just learned just to look, like, for example, even in the MJ community, sometimes like you'll meet an MJ fan and be, oh, she's cool because she's an MJ fan. Some of the MJ fans are not good people. You just gotta like learn to look at people at face value. Like if you ever meet a fan that, for example, is always talking crap about the Jacksons or always talking crap about other fans, slowly start detaching yourself away from them. Do not have a conversation about what they said. Do not tell them about themselves. They're trying to see if you're as toxic as they are. I'm one of those people, especially at this point in my life. I'm no longer having discussions with people about their behavior when I need to work on my own life and my own specks in my eyes. I do not care what you're doing, but I'm not going to be hanging out with people that are like weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are some people that have tried to befriend me and will only like Michael Jackson, but not like the family, and will try to talk crap about them. And I'm like, that's weird. The channel's called I Love the Jackson Family. So why would you try to be friends with someone that talks about the positive works of the Jackson family? And instead of me being like, oh, da da da, I will slowly walk away from you and never have a discussion about it again. It's just weird. You have to learn to listen to what people say and watch what they do and make sure those things are in alignment. If they are not, without even having a discussion, find your way to slowly get away from them. And I mean, that goes for churches, that goes for the MJ community, that goes for your job, that goes for everything in life. You have to. But I hope that a bad experience doesn't keep you from seeking peace within God. For me, it's been mind blowing. Good night. Good night. I hope things get better. I know you're going to be shaken up for a while, even though I'm shaken up for what happened earlier to me this week. You know, it's bad. I can't even get into details, but stay safe, sis. And I'm so, so, so glad you realized there was an issue. Oh, thanks, Kelly. I appreciate it. I hope everybody has a good MJ week and a good MJ year. Like, it's been a cuckoo year. Oh, that is so bad. Yeah. You could never, ever, ever, ever be too careful. Like, thanks to the ring cams and the cell phones and stuff, we're seeing how these things are done. It happens really, 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 really fast. I know when we went to help a family member earlier, Sunday, I was on my phone at the bus stop and something just said, Trisha, put your phone away. When I looked up, a guy looked, you could just tell he was about to snatch my phone. So you just got to be mindful of your environment. It's really hard out there. If a lot of people don't have their jobs, they might do desperate things to get money, generate money. And unfortunately, that could be your devices. It could even be you. So be mindful. Yeah, 4 major interstates go through a Northwest Indiana, and the lodging lanes where that is so crazy. Oh man. Um The city of Gary and Hard Rock are investing more into public service and hospitality. It's definitely feel laundry will be better when it's in Gary. Yeah. Well, I know for me, that's the main reason why I don't go to Gary. It's not easy to get to. You don't know what's safe, and it's very limited what's out there. And then, other people have shared some of their complications in Gary. So it's just like, oh, let me, if I was going to go, it would have been this year because I knew at least 3 of the sisters were there. And like I said, it was supposed to be 4, but 3. And then plus Tori was there and Lee was supposed to be there. There was enough MJ fans there to feel safe. It's just I financially couldn't go do it. I will pray you never get in another unsafe and uncomfortable situation like that again. I'm sorry you had to go through that. I double that. Like, that's crazy. Listen to your inner voice always. My mama says your inner voice is the Holy Spirit. And I honestly believe that. I understand your issue with institutional religion, but if you don't feel comfortable in a church environment, you could still build a relationship with God. You could still, I 100% understand some of people's issues with institutional religion. But I hope it doesn't steer you in the opposite direction either. Like, I get it. There are things that I can't say on camera, but your journey is yours and you have to do what's comfortable with you. But if you feel like you can't trust the structure of it, you could still on your own seek God in a way that feels comfortable for you. We all have stories, and some of our stories are really, really bad. Um, um, Hold on. I don't agree that it's inner voices your Holy Spirit because our own voices are our own thoughts. They are Satan thoughts, God thoughts, and our own thoughts. We all must have God thoughts. I can only speak from my experience. I've been in a lot of weird stuff. And like I'll never forget, I used to run all the time. I used to run to the gym, run back. One day, so my route used to be, if I'm not mistaken, I used to always run to the left and then I would go to the gym in that direction. No, the right, whatever. The point is just right. For whatever reason, I ran left that day. In the moment that I was running, someone was murdered in the same time. I don't know what made me switch up routine because I'm like, when it comes to certain things, I don't change my routines. That day I switched it. And I have so many stories like that. And so my mom recognized that when I've had these moments, she always felt like, in the least in my case, that it was always the Holy Spirit guiding me to where I had to go. And this happens all the time with me. So I don't know if, like, I mean, you don't have to agree. This is not agree with Trisha and disagree. It's just more like, if you don't agree like that, this is your opinion, that's fine. But I'm saying in my life, and that's how my mom saw it, I've always had these weird stories. So I was just like, huh. And I mean, even like some of the choices I made. Like even with all the MJ stuff that was going on, I wanted to go to all of it. My gut just said stay in New York this time. As much as it hurt me to be home. But and you gotta listen to the inner voice. Whether you believe it's whatever voice it is, it's just it's that gut instinct that just tells you this situation is not for me. Just like Leah's gut said this is not working out. I gotta go. I gotta leave Gary. So whatever you believe, it's okay. Um, I hope you're going to be okay. So things like that do take a time to heal from. Um, just sending you healing energy. My relationship is closer with the Creator since leaving religion alone, but I know it serves the purpose. The only way to really know God's truth, because God's thoughts are in His words. Absolutely. In Isaiah 55, God says His thoughts and ways are higher than ours. And I'm not saying all of your thoughts are ours, but certainly can speak to us through angels who are also Holy Spirits, God's work. Sorry, tongue tied. The church is deteriorating. I don't know how we got on church, but it's okay. The church is deteriorating. But if you look at the world that's forming around us, I think the deterioration of church and the corruption of religion is a way to keep people from seeking God. And I hope that you don't let that deter you from being close to God. You could read the Bible and learn things on your own. It is better when you have a good church to grow with, but some of you guys have been through things that make you don't feel safe in a church environment, and I have to respect that. But everyone's journey is their own, but I will never, ever, I will always give glory to God for everything that He's gotten me through, especially in the last 2 years. It's been a road, like such a road. Things that I can't explain. Like it's been amazing. Because sometimes God will show you how real He is by you being near death or you experiencing things that can't be explained. So this is like my testimony. But just like I can talk about the Jacksons, you best believe I can talk about God. And God by far will always be over any man. By far. Like I can't have this channel and be irresponsible and not talk about God. Like it's very important to me. So, but I do respect where some of you guys are. Maybe you've been through things, maybe you've been around corrupt churches or corrupt people, or you feel like it's been a business aspect. I get it. But I'm lucky. I do belong to a good church. My church has been there for me through all the stuff I've been going through, the things that you guys don't see on camera. And I'm grateful for them. Very grateful. Like some churches, they're not there for you. My church is there for us. Like really there for us. So the gaps in the quality costs and location lodging in the area, and even for the natives, it is. But when those doors are shut, though, it's to protect you. So a lot of doors were shut financially for me to getting anywhere. And like I said, things worked out because it turned out someone in my family like really needs me. So what if I spent all this money? I probably couldn't get none of my money back. I hope you guys would put your family first, especially if you care about them. But it's okay. It's okay. Listen, I have another channel, my Gadget Church channel. They be coming for me, and because we all have different. Shoot, wait till y'all. For those who are following me on Gadget Church, I'm sure what I'm saying Thursday is going to piss a lot of people off, but It is what it is. Like, I'm like, and it's funny, I'm the only person who's probably going to say what I'm going to say, but I'll deal with the consequences when I say it. Like, like, it's not about agreeing with people. It's just sharing your thoughts, giving someone a different perspective, and then that's it. Like, it doesn't mean the person's going to change their mind, but it's, so it's all good. It's all good. We are good. Oh, you have discernment. God gave you that gift to sense trouble ahead. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it though. Like I said, I've been through so much weird stuff. It's like, what? And then, like, some people call me paranoid, but I said, am I ever wrong? Am I wrong though? No. And it's funny, like, sometimes people don't believe what I'm saying. I'll be the first to tell you, if you don't see what I'm seeing, I'm still leaving you. Like, I'm not gonna stick around and be like, oh, they don't believe what I'm saying. Peace out. And I've been writing a lot of stuff. Like, there was one time in one of our accounts, there was a fire. So I tend to be able to smell smoke more quicker than everybody. I mean, I have some big nostrils, they come in handy. So no one smelled the smoke but me. I grabbed all my stuff and then I left. So if I'm not mistaken, this is around 2012. And so that day, I was supposed to see MJ Immortal at Madison Square Garden or something. If I didn't go with my gut, I would have missed the show, because what happened was the account really was on fire and they wouldn't let nobody get their personal stuff. And I said, see, peace out. I told you there was a fire in here. No one believed me. I said, no problem. I took all my stuff, clocked out. See ya. Like, and then it's funny. So now when people be like, "Oh, she just smells some fire, take her serious." Yes. The problem is churches are interpreting scriptures in many different ways. Hence, they are 30K denominations, and that is really bad. That's one of the problems. Some churches are too lax. It's so many issues with church, but I still hope it doesn't keep you from either seeking a better church or finding how to have a relationship with God in a way that you feel comfortable. Does that make sense? Like, but I really feel like the corruption of church and the delusion of the dilution of the word is to keep us from finding a relationship with God. So this is the weirdest MJ live we've ever had, but it's okay. This is where God took us. It's all right. For the record, blah blah blah. You know what? Maybe if they do Gary next year, we really need to have an awareness of where to lounge and where not to. This is some scary stuff to happen. It's very important. It's so important, man. What is your favorite MJ written song? I can't answer that. So you're asking me what is my favorite song that Michael actually wrote? If that's the question, I can't answer offhand. I have a favorite song, but not I don't know to that level. My pastor is very nice and compassionate. Those are the best ones. Those are the best ones. And I think that, so the thing, I will say that you're right on certain things, but that's why, like, it's important to read the word on your own and learn it and dissect it and take it. And it's like anything. A lot of us might go to church on Sunday, but on Monday we're back to normal. I honestly started reading. So something really bad happened early this year, and it's so crazy. My uncle was like, "Oh, are you reading the Bible?" And I was being honest. I was like, "No, I'm not." So then he's like, "I challenge you to start reading the Bible, like, And it's so crazy. The week that I started reading, something unbelievable happened. Usually out of the crumble, went over the table. I hate life, all this stuff, eat a bunch of food. I felt such peace and such a level of chaos because it was, and even the stuff I was reading was preparing me for the storm. And so I've never been like the type of person to read the Bible and know it like the way I know other things that have no relevance to anything. I was like, but maybe in the future that would be my challenge, because it's just like, for some reason, everything in this energy has changed for me, like a lot. And it's specifically this year, and I don't find that a coincidence. So I don't know. I just don't want you guys to be discouraged about corruption in anything. There are good churches, there are good politicians, there are good cops. It's just sometimes these things are harder to find than others. So, like, just don't give up. There's good in everything. You just gotta look for it. Oh, that's what's up. We know a couple of people from there, from the fandom. And now that I think about it, I didn't see none of them for MJ's birthday this year. I hope everyone's okay. Like, there's so, now that I think about this, is a handful of fans. I'm like, where's this person? Where's that person? The lady just gave me a key card and she specifically went looking for this card and the room number was 205. The room was already cracked open. I kicked it open and noticed it was a setup and I ran out. Good for you. She was like, not today, Satan. Oh, thank you. I'm not gonna lie, Brittany, I'm very scared about what I'm gonna say on Thursday, but I'm like, if something doesn't sit well with me, I can't continue with it. Even if the masses like it. It's like I can't do it. New York, and Leah could vouch for this. New York, like I'm learning to thank God more and more each day when I make it home. It's like you never know what's gonna pop off. I used to be scared, but it's one of those things, like if I really believe in God the way that I believe in God, when it's time for me to go, it's time for me to go. So I remember when we were just coming out the pandemic, I was staying in the house a lot. And that's probably one of the reasons why I got so fat. I wasn't really moving and then I wasn't living. And I was like legitly scared. And then I said, you know what? I'm gonna start doing things. And even though like we had a patchy week a few days ago, um, I still did go out on Friday and I just got home a little bit safer hour. Um, I don't know. I try not to live in fear because fear isn't of God, but it's gotten better in New York. I've heard of worse places to live, to be honest. I don't think New York is the worst. It's like any place. You just gotta be aware of your surroundings. Don't walk around with your phone out. Be aware. Um, make sure no one's following you home, that kind of stuff. The Jacksons are all highly spiritual as well in various ways. I actually met Catherine and Rebe at a Jehovah Witness wedding 2 months before Michael passed. I was full. Yeah, Catherine don't play about, and Rebe, they don't play about their relationship with God. I'm so happy for you. I really am. And I'm sorry for those that have lost trust in churches and stuff. Again, I get it. Can't say everything that I've been through, but I get it. And but I never hope things keep me from building that relationship though. I am sure Michael is in the spiritual world now. And according to a recent post, they were saying that Michael accepted God the year he died. If I find the post, I'll put it in my stories or something. I was like, oh, that's awesome. Um, the ones that he wrote. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, if I had to go on based on what you just wrote, I would say "Stranger in Moscow." I don't know why I love that song so much, but I do. I really do. That's definitely one of my favorites. I mean, a lot of these songs are good though. A lot of us aren't, but it's a good, especially like now. A lot of us feel uncertain. I don't have the answers, but but a lot of the answers to what we need, Psalms, Proverbs, and stuff that's in the Bible. A lot like usually, like I'm telling you, like if with the year I've had this year, I would have cracked by now, but I was just like, nah, God got me, even if I don't see it. He got me. Yes, amen. I agree. Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, but I think with everything I've gone through, I have no choice but to pay attention to what God's trying to tell me. Like I lost a lot in more ways than one. Um, and now that I'm getting older, you realize like how important it is to be close to God and get your priorities straight, like on Thursday, I'll tune into your channel. It's definitely going to be a short live, but I'm going to say what I have to say. Pray to God that they don't come for me for saying it. I don't care. Like, it is what it is. But it had something to do with the watch party series that I'm no longer covering. I can't do it. Um. Also, make sure whatever area you decide to move is safe. Yeah. Even in safe areas, there's issues. Like, so I'm quote unquote in a safe area, but if you look up, like, there's certain things you could look up, and we've learned like nothing's really safe. You just gotta like really be aware of your surroundings and stuff. And it's crazy. What's up, James? Happy MJ week. Well, the week is over, but we're just highlighting it. All right, absolutely. Yeah, they're not. So in New York, the rich areas would be like the Upper East Side and then some other places. And I remember last year, when I say New York was on some nonsense, there were thieves going to like the rich restaurants and taking people's Rolexes and stuff. I say you can't make this up. So in New York, they like to like go to these fancy restaurants and eat outside. And they were like, people literally were coming off the little motor scooters with guns, taking people's watches, taking their stuff. And I was just like, that's why I don't like I do have designer stuff, but none of it has logos on it. And I never wear an expensive watch. Like, take a note from Prince, get a little G-Shock. Like, I be wearing those little $15 Casios. It's not that deep. Never wear flashy stuff at all. It doesn't even make sense to. It's like half the time it's going to get taken from you. It's like, why are we doing this? Oh gosh. Um, in Revelation 22, God talks about the tree of life, which bears 12 crops of fruit every month, and God actually wants to come back. Well, spiritually, so in the spiritual world, they feel like we are entering the end of times based on things going on now. And I think, and that might be why I'm a little bit more rooted. I'm like, just a lot of things seem off. Like, remember when it was 2020. And for those that remember, I remember it like yesterday in New York, there was an energy. Things just felt off. And I remember I was shooting content for YouTube, and something just said, do it. Thank God, because the whole city shuts down. I mean, not that it matters that you're shooting content, but the point is, I just felt something just felt off about New York. So now the energy feels off, but it feels like everywhere. It just feels like something's about to pop off, and I just don't know what. So, I mean, like, I wouldn't say build a personal relationship with God because you're afraid of what's going to happen, but you just want to just like be at center and at peace no matter what's going on. At least that's for me. Like, I can't put it in words, but yeah, heck yeah. Um, let me see. But everyone thinks they're dying is normal, and they go to heaven. Actually, God doesn't meant for us to die in the first place. So in our family, we believe that when you die, you do go to heaven, and that your real life is once you transition. But a lot of people have their different beliefs about death and life. It's kind of like whatever you believe is what you feel comfortable with. Like, my goal is not to say you should believe what I believe, but at the same time, I'm not going to denounce God either. Does that make any sense? Like, whatever you believe is what you believe based on your experiences and what you've been exposed to. But I don't know. I never ever wanted to have, especially a channel like this. Um, it's important to know, like, yo, God is always going to be first. Period. Like, that's it. Um, Michael's extremely underrated as a songwriter. People always talk about his dance and stuff, but rarely talk about his insane songwriting abilities. He wrote some of the best and most relevant songs. He absolutely. Lately, though, Michael Jackson is being recognized for his humanitarian work, which is great. I think people are starting to learn who he was as an artist and as a man. And which is important because the other stuff has been, well, there's actually earthquakes in New York now. I don't know if you know that. That's why I was like, no, I'm not wearing pants, George. I don't like clothes. I mean, I like clothes. I just don't like pants. I don't know why. Even I need to. So there's 2 lives where you can see some of my underwear, and I'm like, Trisha, just put on at least shorts. Not that I care. I mean, I don't wear nothing weird. I wear like Fruit of the Loom. It's not that deep, but like Adam and Eve were not meant to die in Eden, but because of their sins, they listened to Satan, and that's how death came in. The Bible's actually done. See, listen. If y'all want to, we could have a separate. One day I'm gonna have to find a way to have like deeper conversations, like off camera, maybe a discourse or something. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? So the last earthquakes that happened this year, I forgot where I was. I think I was asleep for one, and the other one I forgot the story. But the point is, I didn't feel them both. But my friends are like, "Oh, did you feel that?" And I'm like, "Again? Like, what are we doing?" But I think it's fair to say, because I have a 2-hour mark, y'all, that it's time for me to go. But we will be back. It could be Michael Jackson, it could be Jesus, whatever you want to talk about. I'm good. If you are around, I believe Wednesday, we might have a Thunderbolts watch party. And then Thursday, it will be a short live explaining why I won't be covering Peacemaker anymore. Yeah, it's just not sitting well with me, and I have thoughts behind that. But good night, everybody. Thank you for celebrating Michael Jackson weeks and just also sharing real stuff too. Yeah. See you soon. I'm going to continue scratching my bites from yesterday. Have a good night. And thank you guys as always for coming. I appreciate all of y'all, especially this being this late. If you have work, get to work. And I'll see you guys in a day. Peace out. Oh, on Gadgetures, not this channel. One last question. What is my favorite? Remember the Time. That's my favorite short film. The Peacemaker issue will be addressed around 8:30. I'm gonna try to do it before Peacemaker for real. But like I said, they came for another person for standing on business. So I said they probably won't get me next, and I don't care. That's life. Talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all. Thank you for watching this live or replay. Make sure you sub to this channel to get more content like this. Don't forget to like the video, share, and I will see you guys real soon.